Jesus Luzardo, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
You know, Matt, he's looking to bounce back for a little bit better of a performance than his last one. Pitched less than 5 innings in his last one, was able to come away with a no decision. I think he and his team are expecting a lot more in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Yusniel Diaz. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The right fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Diaz.
And there's a base hit on the line.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. He swings and lines it to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
To the plate now, Dwight Smith Jr. And Dan, D-Row, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Diaz over at second. Valaika on at first with nobody out. Smoke toward third. The tag gets one. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order jumps out at you because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters, the guys that set the tone. They have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
Edwin Encarnacion now. No balls and a strike to count. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Breaking ball called just a bit low. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
1-2.
The count is 1-2.
In the dirt here. Throw goes over to third, and oh, they say he beat the throw, safe at third.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks on that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
And here's Renato Nunez, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch, and he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
And he takes a cold strike 2.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
Sent on the ground out to second, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Orioles strand a couple, and now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Cole Stewart, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
So coming to the plate, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Now here's the pitch.
Ball, that's in.
Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, everyone always looks at the schedule, and these cross-country trips can be a bear. I always looked at him with a smile on my face. 5 hours into playing with the boys, playing some cards, really coming together. I feel like that's where the chemistry of the team really starts to take shape on those long cross-country trips. Let's see how this team plays today.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is line to left. Oh, and he misses it. Throw won't get him.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Line toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And the run will score as the A's get off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, Dero. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, and that's in there, base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. First and second now, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
So now to the plate, Austin Allen. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Stewart isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
Ready with the 1-2. In the air now, out to left. Smith will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. A's have to settle for just the one. We move ahead to the top of the second now. The A's lead this one 1-0. New inning set to get underway. Digging in, Jack Mayfield. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here's the pitch. In there, strike one. And there's ball one.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Throw into second. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Stepping in now, Richie Martin, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he popped him up. Olsen in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And he pops it up. Olsen in foul ground, and no one will track it down. No one out with a runner at second. Still even at 2-2. Now a curveball misses inside.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. Fouled off. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He's hoping to break out of the slump he's been stuck in. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
in there. 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Line towards center field. Laureano is there. 2 gone.
Batting 9, the center fielder, Malkin.
So striding in, Malkin Canelo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Low for ball 1.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. In the bullpen area, he squeezes it to record the out. 1 left for the Orioles. They still trail 1-0. Next up for the A's, Sheldon Noisy. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
At the ball. Ball, that's
2-0 now. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. And the 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
And that brings up Chad Pinder as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Two and 0 the count to the A's left fielder. Here he comes on 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. All even now, 2-2. Now here it comes.
Three and two.
Popped up. Nunez over to his left. 2 gone.
Batting 9, the second baseman.
Digging in, Tony Kemp, and he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Top of the third set to get underway. Yusniel Diaz is the next to bat. He's singled to open up the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit back up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate, Pat Valaika fouled away. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Valaika is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He was a 9th-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Standing in, Dwight Smith Jr. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. First pitch on its way.
Nope, at the ball.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
From the stretch. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Now Edwin with a swing and a deep drive to left. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Orioles surge ahead 2-1.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Up next for the Orioles.
In now, Renato Nunez.
Renato.
As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And it's 1-1. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Lays off 2-2 now.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Ready for another chance? Jack Mayfield. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Comes set, now the pitch. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ricky Martin.
Into the box now, Richie Martin, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Heading out towards shallow right. On the move is Bruce. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. 2-1 Baltimore. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. Here it comes.
That's a ball.
Semien is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit. But he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next will be Ramon Laureano. First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike 1.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone. He wants a quick inning so he won't be nibbling.
Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home 3rd.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt.
Striding in for Oakland, Matt Olson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And Olson with a drive out to deep right. Gone! A solo shot that time for Matt Olson. Home run number 5 on the year as the A's have fought back to make this a 2-2 ball game.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Skied into straightaway right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But the A's come back to even things up thanks to this solo home run. We played 3 full, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Heidi. Stepping in, Pedro Severino hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a hot shot toward third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
To the plate now, Malquin Canelo, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Two balls and no strikes.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
2 balls and a strike now. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Bruce, but this will land untouched. A full count now for the Orioles center fielder. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Back to the top of the order now, and in with a bat in his hands will be Yusniel Diaz. First pitch on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
This is one of those classic bunt situations here, but it's not a given anymore like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Taken in by Simeon. One there, on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Digging in to try it again, Pat Valaika. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. From the stretch.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Looking up is the center fielder. And that one is gone! So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Second home run early in the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Standing in now, Dwight Smith Jr. And he puts it on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time, and maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
Now a swing and a fly ball, but this will land untouched. Hit in the air to right field. Bruce has a read on it. And that ends the inning. But the Orioles push across 3 on the strength of a 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 5-2 Baltimore. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. At the plate, Jay Bruce looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
3-0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning.
Now
One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Into the box, Austin Allen. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Oh, that's out.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
Ball 3.
3-0 now.
3-0 the count.
Sheldon Noisy waits on deck. There's a strike as he gets this one over. It's 3-1 now.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
Here comes the first pitch. Sheldon Noisy is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
4th inning here, already a 5-2 score. Cue shot here out towards short. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
You know, that's a nice knock right there, but I want to take a look at the base runner. He got a nice secondary lead. He read that it was a soft liner and it was going to fall, and he's able to steal his teammate an RBI.
Boy, amen about that, D-Row. One of the things I think in base running is all about instincts, and that was a terrific read. He took a chance right off the bat that that ball was going to break in and fall in, and a good job, and he picks up an RBI for his teammate.
So now to the plate, Chad Pinder, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
The batter, the second baseman, Tony.
Stepping into the box, Tony Kemp. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead 0-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he falls behind 0-2. In the dirt, and now let's see. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
Line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Well, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
At the plate now, Marcus Semien. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. This year against right-handed pitching, Semien is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Ground ball right side. And that'll be a base hit and an RBI as well as it ties our ball game at 5-5.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Ramon Laureano, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Again, another foul ball.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on two strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Richard Blyer is into the ball game now as he'll make his fifth appearance of the season here.
Number 48, Richard Blyer.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are all tied 5-5. Now at the plate, Renato Nunez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The first baseman, Renato Nunez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
The 0-2 delivery. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And this one gives him the lead at 6-5.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
In now, Jack Mayfield. A ball and no strikes. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he pops it up. Bruce coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Now the Oakland skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Amir Garrett takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 50, Amir Garrett.
To the plate now, Richie Martin, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he popped him up. Bruce on the run. And no one will track it down. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw into third. And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Into the box, Pedro Severino. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Hard hit at third. Chapman has it cleanly. There's one. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Now batting, the center fielder, Malkin.
So base is empty now after the double play. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Malkin Canelo. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Hit toward the right side. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 7 and the A's 5. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the A's offense with Oakland's manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch. And that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen. And they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Thank you, Heidi. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Matt Chapman. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them. Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment. Able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
At the plate, Jay Bruce. His prior history versus this arm, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Has a look, now the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Canelo will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Up next for Oakland, the catcher.
Now in the box, Austin Allen. First offering on its way. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, I get where he's going right there. Sinker, and then pull the string back a little bit with that nasty changeup. But if those fall in the same quadrant, look for someone to get on top of one and crush it.
To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Orioles 7 and the A's 5. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Yusniel Diaz. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Hinder settles under it, and there's one gone.
Now batting, third baseman.
Pat Valaika will stride in again, as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Bases are empty. 1 man out.
Well,
1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
This one's down to third. Chapman's got it. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Dwight.
Standing in, Dwight Smith Jr. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground out to short. Simeon's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They lead it 7-5. Hector Velasquez enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 76, Hector Velasquez.
Now the A's designated hitter, Sheldon Noisy. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Settling in now, Chad Hinder. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Tony Kemp will be next. 3-1. Fastball too high, ball 4.
The batter, the second baseman, Tony.
Now at the plate, Tony Kemp, 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. He's set, and the pitch.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line to the right side. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next for Oakland, the shortstop,
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Simeon. He waits, now the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, number 22.
Ready for another shot now, Ramon Laureano. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. To short. Scooped up, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A's strand a couple. They're down 7-5. Lou Trevino is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 62, Lou.
7th inning ready to roll. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one.
The designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
First offering on its way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Here comes the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
Ball. Down.
Fastball well outside.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the first.
One gone now in the Baltimore 7th, and digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Comes set with the 0-1. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Jack Mayfield, as he lifts it in the air to right field. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch. It doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
Now at the plate, Richie Martin. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Up next for the Orioles.
So striding forward now, Pedro Severino. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Fouled off. fastball. Called strike 3, and the side is retired. Orioles strand a couple. They're still up 7-5. Paul Fry gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Paul Fry.
Matt Olson will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box now, Matt Chapman. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch.
That's ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Here comes the first pitch. Jay Bruce comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing there for the A's. They're down 2, 7-5. Jake Diekman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 35, Jake Diekman.
Into the box now, Malquin Canelo. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
The center fielder, Malquin Canelo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 the count. Ball even at 2-2. Fouled away. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And in with the bat in his hands will be Yusniel Diaz. Throw over to the bag. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The 1-0.
No, that's down.
A runner at second, nobody out. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Third baseman.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Ball 1. No one out with a runner at second. High and deep to right. Back goes Bruce. Still going back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Henry Steiner. Now
At the plate, Dwight Smith Jr.
Dwight.
He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit well towards the hole. Simeon's there. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
In now, Renato Nunez. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball inside.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Ball,
That's
out.
wide. 2-0.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
To short, hit hard. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Orioles 10 and the A's 5. At the plate, Austin Allen. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Anthony Santander is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field.
Number 25, Anthony Santander.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, the designated
The
hitter.
plate now is the designated hitter, Sheldon Noisy. He was a ground out victim last time up. Chase Goslin answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the ninth inning without any trouble.
Chase Goslin.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Ball.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
And the pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. 1 out, nobody on. Grounder down the line at third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
In now, Chad Pinder. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. A's go quietly there. They've got some work to do. It's 10-5. Yusmeiro Petit enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. All set to start the ninth in this one. Stepping up to the plate, Jack Mayfield. Last time through was a base hit. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home. Hit hard towards center. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. At the plate now, Richie Martin. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Pinder settles under it, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Pedro Severino.
Striding into the box, Pedro Severino. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen.
The 0-1 pitch.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Malkin.
Ready now for Baltimore, Malkin Canelo. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Orioles leave one. They still lead it, though, 10-5. Tanner Scott, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill.
Number 66, Tanner Scott.
Digging in once again, Tony Kemp. He singled his last time up.
The second baseman, Tony Kemp.
Andrew Velasquez is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here. Here's the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And that's going to be high 2-2 now. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
To the plate now, Marcus Semien. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit down the third baseline. On to first, and now the A's are down to their final out.
Now batting, number 22.
Ready once again, Ramon Laureano. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Stepping in now, Matt Olson. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. And that misses 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Last strike now for Oakland. Right side, hit hard. He's got it. On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
This one ends with a 10-5 score. The Orioles scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Richard Blyer claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jesus Luzardo allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in a losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles, 10 runs on 16 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Athletics, 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.